Hi everybody, it's Brad Linder for Brad Linder's Creating Comics Daily Card Series. Today is number 29 in our run. I've got a great one for you. It's DC Comics Booster Gold. This is one of my favorite characters from the Justice League and Justice League International. Check it out, hang out with us. Please subscribe, like, dislike if that's your choice. Give me some comments. Let me know what's going on. And if you got any questions for me as well, great. I'll answer them as soon as possible. So for now, that's what I've got for you. Enjoy. Hey everybody, back again. Gonna be doing Booster Gold today. Gonna be going with a little bit of a classic look. Gonna be doing a simple headshot because today is day 29 for these cards. Sorry, I had to fix my lid there. Today is the day 29 on these, so I'm going to be posting the colored Hal Jordan Green Lantern and the finished Lobo here shortly. I haven't had a chance to scan them in yet, but yeah, they're going to be up this afternoon here shortly. And I'm going to be doing another card with Matt this evening as well for his commission stuff. So you guys be sure and hang out and check it out, and I hope you like this one as well. But we are hitting day 29 of the ongoing sketch cards now, and I am really thankful for you guys showing out every day for these things. Like I said, I'll keep doing them as long as you guys are entertained. You know, if you start telling me, you know, hey man, we're bored with this, do something else, I might have to concede to that and do something different. But for right now, though, these give me great access to you guys as far as getting out there and showing this stuff off and getting to interact with you on a daily basis and answer your questions, which I really dig doing. I'm going to plug in the overhead light here so you guys can see some stuff. And when I'm drawing these things for you guys, I have to slow it way down because when I'm actually drawing, I draw a lot faster. I could probably knock this card out in a few minutes' time. But when I'm talking, I tend to slow down and, like I said, answer questions and want to hang out. And you guys don't want to watch a 5-minute video for this perspective, I hope. You know, the inside of what I do. I appreciate you hanging out, but I want to give you something that's going to entertain you as well and invest in your time. I've actually had a couple people ask me, you know, why don't you draw faster? Well, you know, that's the whole point. We're getting to hang out here and do this stuff. So I'm going to keep that a very simple smile because Booster's kind of, since he's a man lost in time, he's kind of goofy anyway. Very young-minded is the easiest way to put it. So, and he hangs around with DC's version of the Blue Beetle, so you have to give him credit there because that guy's nuts. I mean, I know I talk about him like he's real and all that, but it's one of those things where that character is just crazy. And if any of you guys are fans, which I hope you are, of all comics, you already know this. Booster's kind of like a time cop from the future. He's got this quantum leap kind of feel to him, which is fun. He has this little computer ship that flies around with him. It's an AI technology that gives him all his information, and if the timeline ever gets screwed up, this guy here recalculates everything, which cracks me up because of the fact that, you know, with the New 52 and the reboot and the Infinity Crisis issues, you'd think that thing would be scrambled, but whatever. He's still holding his own, apparently. So, snapped off my lead there. Easy with the lead, man. So, this character in this incarnation was in one of my favorite versions of him, which was the Justice League International. I don't know if you guys remember that book or not. They haven't had it around for years. The Justice League has been rebooted a couple of times, and the Justice League International was something that was a collection of heroes that was throughout the 70s and 80s and 90s. So you may not recall that one. Check into it. It's a great read. A lot of great artists were on those books. A lot of the Changing of the Guard classic artists from the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s, and 70s actually worked on those books a lot. So you can see them cutting into modern trends with the storylines from those books. So check them out. I'm going to keep this one really, really clean because, like I said, this is a headshot. And this is all blue up here, and this goes into gold right through here, through his chest and shoulders. So I'm going to leave that open and not drop too many shadows in this gold area. I'm going to kind of do a false reflective. Give it a little bit of a metallic look. Because he is Booster Gold after all. So, sometimes this is metallic, sometimes this is not. Sometimes it's just yellow. I prefer the metallic looking one, so I'm going to go more like that. Put in a little bit of reflective texturing. And because this is in the middle of his chest, I like to keep it simple. Some people will texture that thing and draw lines to the center and make it, you know, more like the Texas Lone Star style, but or a pinnacle type of thing. But I like to use it like this and just leave it open and color it out and go from there, because it's also blue. And with this being a fabric type material or a malleable material, whether it's metallic or not, I like to leave that open so that we can see the different colors and stuff. I'm not one of those guys that goes in there and renders these things to death, as you guys know, because it gets weird. Let's see. Give it a little bit of texture here without doing the 3D line pop thing, which I don't want to do. If you don't know what 3D texturing is, you can look that up. You know, doing the rims on it and all that. I'm just not going to do that here because it's not a 3D piece. So, we'll get into some hair here. And as with most of my stuff, you know, a lot of people say, you got that 90s flop curl thing right in the beginning of the bangs. Well, I do that because, one, that's just me. And two, it's better for me to do this in my style because it's so developed and in tune with what goes on with the rest of the look. It keeps me from doing the manga thing, which is to, you know, puff everybody's hair up real high and do that rooster arc that's really popular now. I don't like to do that, so I stick with the classics because that just suits my style better. So for anybody that wishes I would do that, I appreciate it, and I understand where you're coming from, but sorry to disappoint there. Just keeping it simple for what I do. When I teach students how to draw, whether it be in excuse me, drawing comics or marketing or whatever I'm doing at the time, I really like to go off and tell them to be sure and texture out your own style of drawing hair, because it's a signature move. It's like your facial expressions, your eyes, your hands are the two primary, but the way you draw a face and the way you draw hair, like this nose here, that's prominently me. The way I draw that, the cheekbones, the way I pop them out, that's my style. Figure out what those signature moves are for you in your style, and be sure and get them marked out so that you can show what's going on. Try not to get too dark with this eyebrow, because I just want to ridge it a little bit to show through the visor, but not jack it so bad that we have a big problem where he's not wearing a mask. So if you're trying to get your signature style, be sure and just plug away at it until you figure it out and know what you want to do. And once you have it there, don't give up on that, because it'll come out in its natural form, and you want to be sure that you have that signature move there so people recognize your stuff. Because I guarantee you, if somebody sees my stuff, they're going to know it instantly. He was supposed to be, there's multiple variations of him. Matt asked a question about Booster's origin. There's multiple variations of him. I've always known him in international, I always knew him as the Agent of Time kind of thing. And I think that the superstar business was his something he picked up after Crisis. I might be mistaken on that. I'd have to look it up, to be perfectly honest with you, because there was a couple of different origins. He's had 2 or 3, just like everybody else has. And every time they booted, what was it, Infinity Crisis over, everybody got changed. So you just had to go in and check it for yourself to find out where he's at right now. I hate not having an answer to that, but I'd rather be honest with you than blow smoke at you. So, yeah, you'd have to check that out a little bit. And being blonde-haired, I don't want him to move around too much with that hair, with the shadows and stuff. I don't want him to start popping off like Lobo. And I'm going to put in a little whimsy. I say whimsy because there's no detail to it. The whimsy energy trail that this little guy leaves behind him here. And we're going to go over here. Wow, the card just jagged that one up like a butcher knife. So, there we go. We have his swoosh right there. And that's a technical term, people. So, but, yeah, there he is coming in from behind. There's Booster. And I'm going to go ahead and put in, I don't know. I think I'll leave this open because I don't know what to put behind him right off the bat, and I normally do that on the fly. But in this case, though, I think I'll leave that open just to keep from overworking it and drawing away from the character. So, go in there and put a bunch of details in there and then just trash it. what he did. He did it on Facebook, man. That's crazy. All right. We're going to go across here. Pop that little shadow in for the eye, the arch of the brow there. A little bit of a coloring right here. Just to liven that up a little bit. Like I said, I want to leave it open for the most part, so okay, I think we have him. Yeah, Skids is the name of the AI. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little ship that's supposed to come on and be his guide and whatnot, and it turned out that they both get stuck here. So, that is where we're at, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one, and thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it like no tomorrow. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up for us here pretty quick. This weekend is going to be a bunch of action shots. You have to hang out and check out tomorrow. I'm going to do a back-to-back Robin. Let's see. First off, we're going to have Tim Drake's Robin tomorrow. And then the next day, I've got something special coming up for you as well. With Dick Grayson's Nightwing. I normally don't give these out a couple of days in advance like this, but I'm going to do that today because everybody's been asking me, please do a Robin, please do Batman. And I'm like, I want to stay away from the major guys, but I will step into Robin tomorrow and Nightwing the next day for Friday. So we will have all of that and a lot more for you because I'll get a couple of announcements on things coming up. Finally, websites are going live, books are coming out, and events are coming up. So you guys keep track of it. I'm not going to be shoving stuff in your face to sell. You want to check it out, cool, hang out with me, give me feedback, awesome. But that's not what I'm here for. I just want to do this for you guys and hang out and have some good times and whatnot. And we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.